Welcome to Codes of Harmony. I have had a morning in the garden. Was woken very early by what felt like a um, a series of astral travels that are very much predictory, prophetic, I should say. So that was interesting, and it brought me as I was doing some stuff in the garden and looking at the new leaves on the trees and the new flowers with the new season. I was thinking that about like maybe I should share a word or two, start sharing more of my understanding of astral travel and astral space in general. This is Codes of Harmony. Thank you for seeking harmony both within and without. I'm still awakening into the day. The sun has only just made it up over the mountain, and still very early where I am. So basically, the first thing I thought I would share is that the way that you wake up, if you know that you do a lot of astral work, if you know that you have visitations in your dream, if you know that you have mediumship skills that are activated in the astral space, anything like that, then it's important for you to understand that the way you wake up, the way that you come out of that space can be very telling of what you've been through. So if you notice that you wake up, for example, laying in a certain position in your bed, particularly if that happens more than once, that can say something about the physical activity that you were doing in the 5D, 6D, and upwards consciousness space of the astral realm. Another example, of course, a very obvious one, I guess you could say, when you stop and feel into it, is if you wake up screaming or crying out or saying a particular word, a particular name, a particular energy or frequency. That's something that can tell you a lot about who and what energies you've been engaging with in the astral world. This is channeled messages, by the way, as well as my own understanding, experience, and research of astral space. So yeah, a very spontaneous start to this series, but I guess lesson 1 here at Codes of Harmony on the, what shall I call it? The learning the Astral Chronicles, let's call it that, okay? This is lesson 1, the way that you wake up out of the astral space, the way that you move, or I guess when you find yourself consciously awake. That those first few moments, how you feel, which is why dream journaling is so can be so profound and so helpful and useful for many people, is because those first few minutes, as well as the literal physical place and way that you come back into your physical body upon awakening, coming back into the 3D realm, that can tell you a lot about what you have been doing astrally. I'm not going to talk about lucid dreaming because that's probably going to be a little bit further on in this series, I've been feeling there's going to be new ways that I am sharing my knowledge as well as channeled messages, which is what this is, a combination of both. So, yeah, hello, hi, this is me. I'm choosing to share this elemental glory and beauty that is happening around me, and to help so you can just focus on the words I'm saying as well. So if you're finding this message, there's a good chance that you either have been experiencing or coming to some kind of sense or feeling around this lesson, I guess, this idea, this concept, what I'm sharing with you here in this space. Or it's about to happen, and you'll wake up in the next few days and you will have something. It's almost like the idea of like going into a dream and then waking up and you have returned and brought something from the dream back into physical reality. It's almost a very similar concept of that, which is something that I guess you might see in a fantasy film, or that's like a metaphor as well, obviously, which is part of the way that this channeling works, is speaking in metaphor, symbolism, archetypes, coding, and the dreams that you experience, the astral work that you do, a lot of it is for energetic protection, for spiritual protection. A lot of it is you confronting the energies and sometimes even entities that are affecting you in your 3D reality, or are some way present on the grid, on the energy grid of the earth, of Gaia. For some of you, even in your personal grid. So another example I might want to give. Obviously, it goes without saying, as you do this work and you have more access to the abilities of working in the astral space, you will understand further the reason that it's so important to have a good, what's the word? Please give me clear divine guidance, be most beneficial for everyone. Again, I'm channeling, and the words are actually very like drifty, like floaty off in the air. I feel like I've kind of brought this message to you out of the astral realm itself as well. As I said, it's very early here, and I guess I also am feeling a big presence of energies, collectively speaking, energetically speaking. There are a lot of energies that are trying at this time to change teams, to change sides, to it's almost like trying to corrupt the channels of mediumship, the channels of connection between the higher realms and the lower realms, between the physical realm, the physical planes, and other astral planes. And it's like people are going out of bounds in the astral space. Energies that shouldn't be in other energy spaces in the astral space are showing up. Collectively speaking, this is what I'm channeling, is that many people, for example, you might excuse me, clearing the throat chakra. Let me take a slip off my sandals. Feel into the earth, grounding. You may have noticed people who you haven't seen for many, many years suddenly being in your dream. you may notice a dream that is of one frequency and one energy suddenly being corrupted or co-opted, or like suddenly a being, an energy, an entity will enter into that dream, that astral space that you can sense is not meant to be there. A lot of cross wires are taking place at this point in the larger collective spiritual warfare, if I say it that simply. Let's round it up. So yeah, have a look at, I guess if you're catching this video's found you, you found this video. Again, I thank you for seeking harmony, both within and without, harmony between the different parts of you, the light, the dark, the shadow, that which is seen, the ego and the inner child, everything that makes you who you are. Finding harmony between all of these things is interwoven, interlinked to you finding harmony between your astral space and your 3D realm. So check out the way that you've been coming out of your dreams, for they will tell you. And then of course, if you take a moment to meditate on it, tune in with that energy, that frequency, maybe even ask some of your guides or a deity or you know, the big man upstairs, if that's how you see it, whatever energy you know, whether it is even Gaia herself, or fairies, or whoever you feel can help you understand the energy and frequency that is in the dream you've just come out of. Clearing the heart chakra, clearing the throat chakra, acknowledging your ancestors, my ancestors, and the ancestors of the ground on which I stand. Thank you for everything that you are. There's so many important messages and sacred coding in the astral work that you are doing. If you found this video, or this video has found you, there is a very good chance that you are doing some pretty profound, important work in the astral space, even if you are not consciously aware of that. If you would like to find out more about what is taking place in the astral realm, whether that is because of for protection, because there's an energy you're trying to deal with or clear or cleanse out of your life, whether there is a memory or a part of you that you are trying to integrate into your higher self, into your 3D realm, into your self-perception, the being in the mirror that you see. All of that is going to be unraveled and made clearer, more clarity. Yeah, like this beautiful day that is unfolding around me, like the day that is unfolding around you. See if you can anchor between your awake world and your astral world. And if this is something you're interested in and you're not yet a subscriber, then I encourage you to do so that you can keep tuning into these astral lessons that I'm going to be going into. And yes, for any of you of my sweet, cute, niche little group here, my little harmonic, infinite souls, beautiful beings that are connected here in this space with me, of course the ones for the good intent of the highest order, I'm so grateful and thankful for you. Thank you for being along this journey with me on Codes of Harmony. And yes, I will be getting on to putting memberships up very soon, and monetizing and all that kind of thing, and just connecting into this work a little bit more over the next few months. The potentials that I have been shown in terms of memberships, in terms of a greater diversity of content that I will be showing in this space and putting into this space, and different ways of us connecting into our spiritual path, what we're doing, what this is all about. those ways that I've been shown are quite exciting and infinite, and do include meditation, sound baths, as well as, different ways for us to connect, and for you to also be able to find what I would hope is even more of a deeper meaning into the tarot, which I adore and love, of course. So yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. This is Codes of Harmony with the first edition in the Astral Chronicles. Okay, lots of love from Codes of Harmony.